What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel. I am Missy Renee, and on this channel we talk about manifesting, everything manifesting, how to do it, how to properly apply it so that you can live the life you've always dreamed of. And in this video I want to teach you guys about a wonderful technique of Neville Goddard's. This is another technique video. Neville referred to this technique as the Lullaby Method. It is an incredible technique for two purposes. So if you find one of these two scenarios true for you, then I would definitely implement this technique. The first scenario would be if you are having trouble with visualizing. Now, not everybody has the ability to visualize properly, or some people struggle with it. Some people get frustrated if they can't get a clear mental scene. That's totally understandable because it does take a little bit of conscious effort. And if you are somebody who just in general doesn't do well with mental images and clear visualization, this technique is definitely for you. This technique is also great for anyone who has multiple desires, and maybe you find the idea of having to create an imaginal scene for each of your desires a little daunting, maybe a little too time consuming. So what am I talking about here? What is this technique already? Well, essentially, when you are getting ready for bed and you're getting into that drowsy, state akin to sleep stage, instead of visualizing a particular scene in general, you would just cultivate the really good feeling and answer the question, what would I feel like if I had my desire, or if my desire or desires came to pass? How would you feel? What would be your mood? What would be the thoughts and the emotion that you would conjure up if that desire had come to pass? In this technique, when you're in the state akin to sleep, you start getting that really good feeling going and let it wash over you. Answer that question of how would I feel if my desire came to pass? And whatever that feeling that comes up, let it come over you and just get yourself in that excited state, that happy state, that blissful feeling, that feeling of being content, loving, and fulfilled, satisfied. Whatever that feeling or emotion is, just let it come over you and bask in it. You know, just get blissed out here. Feel as if your desires were already yours. And what would that feel like? You know, what would you be experiencing on the emotional level? And while you're getting wrapped up in that really warm, fuzzy feeling of your desire coming to pass, you would say to yourself in your mind, thank you. Isn't this wonderful? Something wonderful is happening right now. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. And loop that until you fall asleep. So the ultimate aim in this is to just get that feeling. Instead of picturing or visualizing a certain scene or a certain scenario, just conjure up the feeling instead. And with that feeling, say to yourself in your mind, in your imagination, just say, thank you. Isn't this wonderful? I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Any short phrase like that, that implies that your desire has been fulfilled. And then just lull yourself to sleep, repeating those feelings and those short statements of gratitude. And this is an incredibly effective technique. This one I have implemented numerous times with amazing results. So if you are having trouble with visualizing, or if you have multiple desires and maybe the thought of trying to come up with a scene for each one of them seems a little bit cumbersome or like it's a lot of work, try this technique. Try the Lullaby Method, because really it is so uplifting. For me, when I was struggling a couple of years ago, I implemented this technique with fantastic results. When I was in a really crappy state, I would just before bed, just get myself to feel those feelings of like, what would it be like if I had everything that I wanted? If I was completely content and I was happy and I was just feeling all the love and everything that came with that, what would that feel like? And I just soaked all of it up. I just fell asleep in that warm cocoon, that warm fuzzy feeling, and I would just say over and over in my head as I fell asleep, like, wow, isn't this wonderful? Isn't this wonderful? This is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. The results were amazing. The results were incredible. So, like everything else that I teach, like everything else that I talk about in my videos, I encourage all of you to try it, test it, let me know how this one works. Give me a shout in the comments below your results. So that's my quick video for today. I know this was just a short clip, but I really wanted to make sure that this one was available for you all, so that way you have this wonderful technique to try. And I know it is especially useful for people that have a hard time visualizing, and that is something that I do get often. A question that I often get is, what do I do if I have a hard time visualizing? If I can't really picture my scene mentally? Implement this technique. The results for me and for countless other people were incredible. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you are notified every time I put out new content, which is every Wednesday through Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're interested in checking out any of my other resources, I will link my coaching website, my blog, and my social links down in the description box below. So check those out. And if you have any questions for me about this topic, about the Lullaby Method, or anything at all, anything that you may want me to discuss in future videos, don't forget to leave them down in those comments. And until next time, y'all, take care. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are God. Never forget. Happy manifesting.